You guys. So, hello everybody and welcome to another exciting episode of this our blessed Daemon Machina. As always, I am your host, Lack the Watcher, and with me, as always, are my wonderful players. We have the Hemington.
Hello.
We have Leah and Josh.
Yeah.
And last but not least, we have Evan and Carly. Alright, before we get started, does anyone have any announcements?
Shockingly, no.
Well,
So I've been filling out some applications for new jobs just because my current one just doesn't seem to be a good fit for me. And I actually filled out an application on Sunday, and then on Tuesday they had me do like an initial, it's called a one-way interview where you literally just record answers to some questions that they have. And then yesterday I had an interview with a couple of the hiring managers, and so next week I should find out if they want me to move on to the next the third round of interviews.
Nice.
Cool.
Good luck, Leah.
Thank you.
Anything else from
And
anybody?
tomorrow we're officially 17 weeks.
Yep, tomorrow we're officially 17 weeks.
Oh, nice. Nice.
I took the class to become a notary.
That's right, you did, yeah.
And I passed it.
Yeah.
So now the next step is to apply to the senator. The Speaker of the House in our state, and have a senator back me. So.
Wow, you gotta do a lot to be a notary there.
Yeah, it's some states are easier, some states aren't. But states are becoming more, they're making it more of a profession than just, somebody that's just a witness. So, some states, 6 states now allow notaries to marry people.
Wow.
So I don't know if our state will eventually be that way, but that would be a cool added thing. But anyway, and Liam and I have spent a week without hot water in our house.
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
Dear Lord.
And today we finally got it back, so I'm itching to take a shower. So as soon as this is over, that's where I'm headed.
I totally
get that.
That's fair.
Liam and John could go to their gym and take a shower. So luckily they've been clean.
There was one time back when I used to live with my parents, and it was terrible because because me and my mom have such thick hair. We just had a ball of hair that clogged up the drain, and finally one day it just decided it's gonna fall. And our pipes all burst, so they completely had to redo the plumbing. And we were without water for, I think, 2 weeks. It was the grossest I've ever felt in my entire life.
To say going to the Boundary Waters for an entire week, which is it's a bunch of it's a whole river system that borders between Canada and Minnesota. And so going there and spending a week there without showering with a whole group of teenagers, especially with, lake water and river, and it smells super fishy and gross. Yeah.
One of my
Shower's
aunts
the
live
best
up
thing
there.
after that. It's beautiful. I'd love to go again, but apparently it's way different than it used to be. You actually rent a specific campsite now, where you used to just
plop down.
You would canoe and then find a campsite, but now you actually have to rent a specific campsite and all this kind of it's not as fun as it used to be, but I'd still love to go because it's beautiful.
It is. All right, Mr. DM, that's it for me.
All right, then I guess we will go ahead and get started with the next episode of this our blessed Daemon Machina, The Sands of Time. So, in our last episode, our heroes finally managed to defeat the Afters and are continuing their journey onto seeking out Ironglaive in the hopes of saving Peony in the great desert area that they are in. So, basically, the episode ended with you guys defeating them, I believe. So, you look around you and you see the fact that it is just all sand, and there is the long pipe that you are around, a long metal chrome pipe that's sticking out of the ground. What do you do now?
If I remember right, last time we had actually called the carriage back.
Yeah, I think so. Because I think Astrid was like really badly hurt, so I thought we were also gonna do like a long
rest.
rest.
Okay, all right. So you call the carriage back.
Yes.
It takes a little while because the sands are not making it easy for the carriage to get around, but eventually it does arrive. So, what do you do then?
Well, Daston hops right in. I mean,
Yeah.
Astrid hobbles in. I would assume, like, I think Benedict was kind of holding her up straight.
Yep, and Benedict helps you in. Get out of the sand and all that. Get out of the elements and help get a long rest in, so that way we're all fresh and ready to go to get all our spell slots and such back to do the next bit of fighting that will more likely than not occur.
Yep, and Viscera kind of sits on top of the carriage, because she just has to meditate, so she can be a somewhat lookout for everybody, since she doesn't need to fully sleep to get a long rest.
All right, then I guess you all can take a long rest. So,
yay!
So that means
Spell
complete healing,
slots.
right?
yep.
Complete everything, yes.
Spell
Healing
slots,
full,
spell
Well, that's
slots.
good.
full, and then spell slots back.
And I'm no longer bloodied. So hooray.
Me too.
I think we were all at least bloodied, except for Benedict.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have 50 HP and I was down to 16.
I
Oh,
had
scared.
67 HP and I was down to 20.
Yeah, I was down to
35 and I was
25,
down to
and I have 67.
How do you
I was down.
35 total?
I'm squishy.
I had 64 HP and I was down to 61.
But he would love look at Colin. Just like
You can see we're boohooing, right?
Yeah. I didn't want to say anything, but y'all were giving out your HP stuff, and I wouldn't want to feel left out.
No, I was glad we were having a long rest because I knew I needed it.
I was out of spell slots.
Wait,
That's what
hold
I
on,
was.
Carly. What were you gonna say?
I only had 10.
No, we heard you then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we heard.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We were just all
Yeah, we heard you.
contributing.
Got you. My bad.
Did she think we were ignoring her again? Because you got stabbed
Shut
at.
up, Josh.
But you record her, then let us until you accept our love.
accept my love and affection.
Accept my love.
Oh.
Oh shit, guys! I will be right back. Keep playing.
oh.
Keep playing.
Okay. Well, anyway, considering you are doing a long rest, there is an element of it getting very cold in the middle of the night, so just keep that in mind. Because you are in the desert.
Day is it when we ended the fight?
What day is it?
What time of day?
Oh, well, I'm going on the basis that you're taking a long rest.
Right, but I'm just wondering what time. Like, was it around noon when we ended the fight, or was it later in the afternoon?
I guess around noon is about right.
So
Okay,
so it's 8 p.m.
yeah. I mean, Viscera only needs to do 4 hours, 6 hours of meditation.
It's yeah, it's longer for everyone else. It's about 8 hours long.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like by the time Viscera's done meditating, she would have gotten up and built a fire outside, knowing that it would be getting cold.
Gotcha.
Just to let everyone know, I have a song of rest. So if
Nice.
we're half at a short rest, I can play some music to help you restore faster.
Nice.
All right. Well, yes, as Vasira builds a fire, um, it is clearly starting to get dark, and the weather is starting to get a little colder. What are the rest of you doing?
Um, I would think that because we all have camping gear, don't we have some sort of like blankets?
Oh, baby girl, it's okay. Oh, honey.
Here, I'll mute.
I would think that because it's cold out, or I'm sorry, because we all have camping gear, we would have some sort of blankets. Is that correct?
I suppose so.
Okay. Are the blankets gonna help any, or
I mean, they won't hurt.
okay? So I mean, I'm just gonna wrap Esther and Benedict up in just a blanket and have them just kind of cuddle with each other, if that's okay with Josh.
That is okay with me, and he'll have some whiskey to help warm them up in the inside.
Oh, do you want to offer the whiskey to like everybody else? Because then it's kind of like an alcohol blanket.
I mean, if people want to get a little buzz on, they are more than welcome to have some of this. Though I don't know if Dastin wants to because his last experience with alcohol was not the greatest in the world. But that is completely up to everyone else.
Bear in mind, Dastin only gets affected by wine. He's perfectly okay and has a high tolerance to like ale and like tavern drinks like that.
He was drunk off of. We gave him. I thought it was coffee with whiskey in it. That we
Oh,
gave
now
him one
that
time.
did screw him over because of the coffee.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I was about to say.
hard liquor.
I was about to say that screwed him up. So it's not just wine.
Then yeah, he is gonna go like, thank you, not this time.
All right, more for the rest of us.
All right,
I'm
so
gonna stay. And Viscera's gonna pass on the whiskey too. She's gonna be like, I think more of us should stay alert since we don't know what's out here.
I'm not drinking a lot. It's just a sip to
Yeah.
start getting warm.
Yeah, I didn't think we were all gonna get drunk. I just thought we were gonna do that as like, warm up the insides.
Yep.
I'm fine. I don't need anything.
More horror.
I do have a little bit of fur on me,
That's completely fair.
all right. Well, you all try to stay warm in your own ways, and the pretty much the night goes on. So the rest of the night is yours until morning. So.
Are we going to be needing to dig?
Ooh, that's a good question. Are we going to be needing to dig?
Make a perception check.
Okie dokie.
Oh, lordy. Forgot to check my die.
Perception, you said.
Well, I got 21.
Twinsies. I also got 21.
All right. So you both basically see that the ground is probably soft enough that you could dig, but the thing is that you probably don't really need to, because you can clearly see that there are some like dings and like scrapes of the big pipe that you guys are around.
So we're gonna go down the pipe. Okay.
Gotcha. So,
Are there
you
any
want
bits and
to-
oh, sorry.
No, no, you go ahead.
Are there any bits and pieces of these things that we've been attacking?
Barely, because some of them did explode. So, but you can see more or less that there are some scraps left over.
Where is it? I think I can check for. I'm trying. Since this is a newer character, so I think I can check for if there is. No, I'm okay.
All right. Is anyone?
Sorry, Josh, your turn.
Oh.
No, that's fine. I guess my thing was, so we could, if we wanted to, go into this. We wouldn't have to wait till morning to go into those pipes. We could just go in now since we're fully healed to get to where the enemy is. Or do we need to wait till morning?
I thought it was morning because we had a long rest.
No, it was 8. It's 8 p.m.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
It was midday when we took our long rest, so it's 8 p.m. now.
I mean, if we're going down under, what's day or night?
Yeah. So I'm all for just, we're rested, we're good, we're ready to go. Let's continue on and let's head down these pipes, and the sooner we get down there, the sooner we can rescue our friend.
Plus, it'll be nice to get out of the sun.
Mm-hmm.
What sun? It's nighttime.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Clearly,
nighttime right
it's
now, so
talking
we're not
about
in
the
sun.
day.
Just in general.
All right. Well, I guess you all pack up your stuff and you go over to the pipe to try to find some empty, some like broken off pieces to be able to get in there. As you get over there, you begin to realize that the pieces, while big, aren't quite big enough for everyone to fit through. So, what do you do?
I'd like to do an investigation check to see if maybe there's a way that we can make like these openings bigger. Like maybe break off more.
Okay.
That is a nat 20 for 25.
All right. Clearly the pipe is rusted. It's clearly been there for several years, maybe even decades. So breaking it off probably wouldn't be that hard, but you're going to need a strong object to make the pieces even bigger to be able to get through.
Could I just use my Eldritch Blast?
You can certainly try.
Okay.
Estrid, being a sorcerer, have something to possibly blow these holes even bigger?
That's
Not
an
unless
18.
you want me to kill everyone. No, I do
Wait,
not.
What do you have?
I have a bolt, but that covers 120 square feet.
Wait, what? Hold on, are you sure? And that's not fireball?
Dude, firebolt.
Spell attack is that hit the target.
The range.
About here being an
I
AoE.
mean, could that work, Liam? If I could use Firebolt, I just didn't want to blow everyone up.
I mean, you can certainly try. I mean, Benedict just you rolled an 18, right?
Oh, well,
That
then
is
there you
correct.
go. I will save a spell slot then.
Yeah, because counter cost to me is just a cantrip. I can just keep casting.
Yeah, that does actually hit the area pretty well and actually manages to make manages to open up the hole a little bit more. So you probably could fit in there now, but it is going to be a tight fit.
Could I ram it?
Oh, that's a good question.
You can certainly try. Do a strength check.
Alrighty. I'm sorry. My brain just left me. Looking at the wrong thing.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
9 hours.
14.
14? Yeah, that works. You managed to break off some even more. Now it's pretty easier for you all to get in there. So.
All right, so it's gotten bigger?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I knew my horns would come in handy. Who's going in first?
I'll do it.
Okay. Well, now, sir, if you find something down there, are you ready to attack it first? Or should we send the big guy?
Well, I've always been good at scouting, so
Okay.
I'd still like to go first.
Okay. That sounds like a...
All right.
I always like a young man with incentive.
And a big book. Daston climbs right in.
Okay. Daston, we'll focus on you for a second since you're already in there. It is very dark aside from the light coming in from the holes of the pipe. It's very sandy in there still, but you are feeling a cool breeze kind of coming forward from down deeper in the pipe.
Oh, that
Like,
feels nice.
like it's clear that there is air, so there is something down that direction.
All right. I go in the direction that the air is coming from.
Okay. Keep in mind it's getting darker and darker the further you go in.
Can I use create bonfire, and aesthetically would you allow me to just have like a fireball in my hand to create some sort of light?
Oh, you came in with me?
Yeah, I thought we all kind of walked in after.
No, I'm scouting ahead first.
Oh.
I mean, Estrid is allowed to go too if she wants.
Oh, if you want to, yeah, come on in.
Cool.
Come on in! Alright.
Create. Actually, you know what would be easier? Control flames. Can I use control flames and just kind of have like there's be like a fireball torch type thing in my hand?
Yeah,
Like,
that's fine.
flame?
That's okay. Alright, I do
The
need...
Sierra can also see 120 feet in front of her.
Alright, I mean, if you want to go too, you can.
Because I don't really want to split the party if there's a fight.
Yeah, same here. And Benedict has dark vision up to 60 feet.
So
Well,
yeah,
probably
the Sierra's gonna go
I'm
with
trying to
two,
look.
'cause,
I know I have dark vision. I'm just trying to figure out where it is.
it should be on your features and traits page.
Or under senses if you're on the computer.
I know it. I know I remember reading it, but now I'm not seeing it. Oh well.
Are you on your
I'm
phone?
not wearing- I'm on. Yeah, I'm on my iPad.
If you're on your iPad, if you're on the app, if you go to the features and traits portion, And if it's a racial trait, you just go down to racial traits and they'll be there. Otherwise,
I'm
it
not
should show on the
seeing
black
it in
paper
racial
if you have it.
traits.
I guess it's just I can see magical stuff. That was part of. It doesn't matter.
Alright.
I'm at the back anyway, so why does it matter?
So you all are going in, but Daston is ahead.
Daston is ahead, and he's sticking with Estrid because she has the firebolt in her hand, and some of us don't have dark vision.
I don't have a firebolt. I'm using control flame.
She has a flame in her hand.
Yes.
All right.
Because some of us need help to see.
Okay. Well, do a straight investigation check.
Who are you talking to?
Probably you, Daston, and Estrid.
Oh, okay.
You
Investigation.
said investigate.
You're at the front of the pack.
Investigation, no breathing, don't give a fluff if I'm coming or leaving.
21.
And I got a 19.
All right. Well, from your investigation, you can clearly tell that this is going to be a long walk.
Oh boy.
You're not seeing really anything, any landmarks or anything. This is just a dark pipe that you are walking down.
Esther kind of looks back at everybody and says, "All right, everybody, strap in. Looks like we got a big hike ahead of us."
Awesome. I love walking.
I'm sure you do.
Daston, your enthusiasm is scaring everyone.
I'm not scared.
Believe it or not, that's not the first time I've heard that.
Not surprised.
All right.
I guess keep walking.
Yep. So you continue on, and essentially you are just realizing how much deeper you are going down into the ground from this pipe. It's at least been 20 minutes you guys have been walking down this pipe, but thankfully you haven't had any real interruptions along the way.
Has
So
this path just been like just a straight path, or has it been like twisting and turning?
it's been twisting and turning, but not like in a really like, not in an aggressive way. More just like you're just like following a. It's like you're in a cave, basically.
Well, in case it matters, I do have the keen mind feat, so I always know where north is.
Okay, I don't think that'll help you, but
But it was worth a shot.
That's my.
I mean it's a one way. It's either forward or backwards. So knowing where north is really isn't going to help you.
Oh,
So.
it's not, there are multiple tunnels and we could get lost at
It
PK.
is a single hallway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
there's
was picturing it kind of like the tunnels from Avatar: Last Airbender.
no, because this is not natural. This is clearly man-made.
Got it. Okay.
Like you guys are going to be dealing with a lot of machinery now. So
We're in the steampunk part. Cool.
I prefer medieval punk, but
That's fair.
so yeah, for about 20 minutes you've been walking down this pipe, and it's clear that this is not meant to be something people actually walk through. It's mostly just there to be a connecting point. As you get further down, you start to see that there are like crude wires and crude gears that are sort of turning around, and you almost see like electric pulses passing through the wires. And it's obvious that this is not meant to be like a pathway. It's meant to be just a connecting point. So, but the further deep you go in, you start to notice that you are hearing like clinking of like gears and gyros and stuff like that, and you're just like, it's clear that it's the kind of stuff you would hear in a factory, basically.
Daston,
Interesting.
Dastin is resisting the urge to not touch the sparks because he's never seen that before.
Constitution saving throw.
God damn it!
You shouldn't have said resisting, dude.
Resist
14.
the urge.
14.
You just barely control yourself.
Dastin, I would suggest against touching the sparks.
But it's so
No.
But it's fast.
No.
But I just
No.
run to.
No.
Can't I just
No. No.
The Sarah just looks at Dastin and goes, "If you even try, I will pick you up and throw you over my shoulder. And strength is not my strong suit."
I mean, I could just mom him to death by just constantly saying, no, no,
No.
no.
Great. Now I have a third mom.
I've been around kids all day, Evan. Do not test me.
Do this all the time.
I've been parenting adults all day. Don't
That's
test me.
So does he do this all the time?
Yes.
Unfortunately.
He
Oh,
has a
mercy.
natural curiosity.
Part of me thinks he's part cat.
Oh, well, I have a cousin like that.
That's interesting. What's your cousin's name?
She's laughing right now. So
I was like, sorry to put you on the spot, Dory.
no, she's cracking up. I can hear her, so her mic's not picking her up. So
Hey, miss. We call her Tabby. She was the runt of the litter.
I love that.
There's always one in the family, you know. Bet you got one yourself. All right. so-
I'm actually an only child, but I've heard.
So now what do we do? This is way out of being in a forest.
Is the path before us, even though we're kind of getting closer to like a factory environment, is the path before us still clear?
define clear.
We can look down at our feet and still see that there is a way forward.
Yeah. You're not. You haven't hit a wall yet, if that's what you're asking.
Is it still like made out of stone, or is it like metallic, or I guess metal based now?
Well, the pipe has always been metallic.
So we're going down the pipe.
Yeah.
It might make a noise.
I misunderstood. I thought the pipes were like guiding our way, and that we were like in like a catacomb type place. But now I got you.
Yeah, he made the cavern like a comparison of how windy it is, but all this time we were.
That fucked me up. That's my bad.
But
It's all
this
good.
entire time we were only ever in a metal pipe.
Yeah.
Got it. I'm back. I found my way.
Just to be clear, at this point, all you are seeing is man-made machinery.
Lit. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Are my hooves going to be a problem? Am I going to make too much noise?
Oh.
I'm not used to this.
I mean, you can make a stealth check.
I don't want to die.
I'm afraid of.
17.
You're fine.
Okay.
You guys
I
are
won't
really lucky
worry
you're all
about
high rolling tonight.
Why would you say that? Because now we're not going to anymore.
I don't give a shit. I'm the DM. Like,
That's
I find it funny that I have the ability to jump, but I have no athletic skills. Does that make sense to y'all?
like no modifiers?
No modifiers.
Well, you do have +2 in acrobatics.
Yeah, but not in athletics.
Yeah.
Which I thought is kind of funny.
Huh.
They
Anyway,
different though, because athletics is more about, for instance, like you try to make a jump and jump the distance, whereas acrobatics is like, okay, you've made the jump, you've gone the distance, but can you keep your balance once you get to the other side of where you're jumping?
Interesting.
it
So
is
that's
still
why
kind of strange.
acrobatics is based off of dexterity and athletics is based off of strength.
Okay, I guess I get that. All right. Where the hell were we? So yes, the further in you go, the more you are seeing that this is clearly some kind of like crude medieval punk factory, basically. It's not entirely clear what it's actually making, if it's even making anything, but it is definitely functional. It is definitely being used.
Daston's got stars in his eyes.
Astrid kind of lightly smacks him in the back of the head with her non-fire hand. I'm making that clear. Okay. And goes,
Roll for initiative. No.
and
You thought this was the villain.
and she goes, focus.
But it's so cool here.
Oh god.
After.
He quickly takes out his tiny book and takes down a couple notes for later, and then
How are
puts
you
it back.
reading that in the dark?
You have your flame out.
I know, but that's like
It's still going to be hard to see, dude.
Yeah.
I've tried reading in the dark with just one light. It's not the easiest thing in the world.
Hurts my eye.
Yeah, no, that's headache inducing. Oh. No, thank you.
Yeah, and the air that was kind of blowing through is clearly getting stronger, so it's a good sign that you are getting closer to where you need to be. Eventually, as you walk down, you see the full scope of where you are. You have officially made it to your destination from through the pipe. You see that it is, this factory type thing where you see like conveyor belts, and you see manual like hammers clanking down, and you see like long tubes just all interconnecting upwards like a tree in the middle. Like it's clearly going towards something up there. You see like light beams like slowly flowing through upwards towards the ceiling, but it's not clear to where it's actually going.
Well, I think it's pretty clear where we have to go.
I agree.
All right. And to be clear, you guys are like high up right now. Like you'd have to get down to go back up, pretty much. And there's no clear way down.
Can I send my raven out to see if there is what would be the best pathway forward?
Sure, I guess.
Because I can see through their eyes, and they can kind of let us know if any what would be the best pathway forward, and if there are any dangers that lie ahead.
Okay.
That's smart.
So, excuse me. I just had dinner, and now it's kind of coming up and burping a little bit. My apologies. Benedict looks to his shoulder where his raven, Morrigan, is resting upon, and he nods to her and goes, show us the way. Let us know of any dangers." And she
Baby mountain church.
stop taking my kidney, damn it. And so the raven flies forward, and I close my eyes. And as this reminder, she can go up to 100 feet in front of me, and I can keep that connection going. And she can let me know of What actually 120 feet? No, 1,200 feet. My bad. 1,200 feet um, forward, and I can keep this connection going. But um, I want her to stay within 100 feet of me so that as a bonus action, it can warn me of any dangers that might lie ahead.
Okay. So as the raven flies around, it sees certain. There's definitely like platforms you could jump to. It's not really a.
Okay.
It's not really a very clear like stepway, but it is possible if
Yeah.
you're willing to make the leap. And you also, as it flies around and it gets closer to the bottom of the area, which this area is huge. You see like
Yeah.
what looks like big. I don't want to say too like big capsules surrounding
Mm-hmm.
sort of the bottom of the area. That are glowing. You can't really see what they're for or why they're there, but they are very prominent, and there is clearly platforms above these areas to walk around. That's more towards the sort of tree-ish looking object in the middle.
Gotcha.
Would you say that the distance to go down is more than 50 feet?
Um, to go down is more than 50. Probably just barely over 50 feet. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was just thinking, I have hempen rope that's 50 feet long. So if it's just barely over 50 feet, we could, somebody who has a good strength could.
Or we could tie two together.
You have rope.
Yeah.
I might. Let me check.
I think I also
I
have
think
rope.
it's adventuring gear, so I'm guessing
Yeah.
if you've got the adventurer's pack, it's
Oh my God.
probably.
I will loan my rope to you, and then you can tie it together and make a rope that's like 100 feet long.
Sweet. And then is there anything in the pipe here that the rope could be tied to?
Um, do an investigation check.
Okay.
How far are the platforms from the bottom? Like, what's the closest one to the bottom?
I'd say a good like 20 feet.
Okay. I was just curious because I have Misty Step and I can go up to 30 feet. So I was thinking Benda could Misty Step to close to the bottom, whichever one's closest to the bottom, and then kind of jump from there down the bottom and to kind of keep an eye out from down there to ensure that there's no one that would, if anyone were to try to come and get to us, he could kind of be like a first line of defense from down there.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
That was a 19 for investigation.
Okay. It's not going to be easy, but you do see maybe some big wires that you could theoretically like tie a rope to and maybe hang off of that. They look strong enough that they could hold a knot. So that's
So yeah,
it's right near the hole that you came out of, just to be clear. So
gotcha. Perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and before she before she goes down or anybody else goes down, she's gonna give a couple good yanks on the rope to make sure that it is tight and it's not like pulling the wires or anything like that.
okay. You do that, it seems to be fine. So
Okay. Yeah. So Visera looks at everybody else and goes, one at a time. I don't want this to. I don't want to put too much pressure on this and have us fall.
No, that makes sense.
Good point.
So Benedict will not. He'll look at everyone. And goes, I'll get down there first and ensure that no one will attack the rest of you. And he looks to Estrid and winks, and Missy steps towards to the w- to the platform closest to the bottom. Um, and
Giggles.
he will then kind of hop to the floor and then cast. Is there like an openings down there, like an obvious pathway kind of forward? Or is there
Um,
one that the Morgan might suggest be the best one to go towards?
you mean going down, or what do you mean?
Like I'm down. I'm down now. Missy step to that platform and hop down. Now I'm down there. I'm trying to see like what openings, like is there like a tunnel way or a doorway or something down there that kind of suggests is like okay, this is the pathway forward.
I mean, you see that there are plenty doors around the area
Okay.
from the pathway that you are, but there's no real indication of which one would be the right way. So,
Okay. All right. With that being said, um, how big is this area down here? Is it larger than a 20-foot cube?
definitely larger than that.
No worries. I guess my idea is won't work, but that'll be fine. Benedict will just kind of stay down there and stay alert to see if there if anyone starts coming this way that he can defend his comrades coming down the rope.
Okay. So, I don't really think there's going to be any real like tactical ways to defend them. Pretty much.
He gonna blast, bro. He got Eldritch blast. He gonna blast people. That's what he's gonna do.
Okay.
I had a cool way of defending if needed. If there was like only like one entrance, it was gonna be kind of a funny way to defend, kind of help defend. But he is just basically gonna look. He's going to just kind of stay close to where the rope is from down there. Keep his eyes open towards where those doorways are, and if need be, if someone were to come through, he would start Eldritch blasting away.
Okay.
If it was just one door, I was going to have an unseen servant stand by it with his leg out and trip people and hit them. But you said there's many doors, and that ruined that plan.
Right. Okay. So yeah. So what is everybody else doing?
I think I'm gonna go down the safe way since I do not have Misty Step, and go down with the rope, from Zafira.
Yeah, Dastin will be doing the same because he's got no safe way of going down.
Yep.
All right.
Ma'am, you may not play with Mama's dice.
But man, shiny clicky clacky rocks.
Meme.
She loves dice.
She will eat them.
And if she doesn't try to eat them, she will steal them, and I still don't know where my wooden D20 is that she stole.
Oh
Yeah.
no! You'll probably find it like when you guys are moving.
Yeah.
In a few years, yeah.
Probably. Yeah. She's a little stinker like that.
All right. So you all are on the platform now, basically.
Yeah, we're just.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just go down the rope.
So yeah. So once you've gotten there, you have a lot of options of doors to go through, pretty much.
Ooh, is there like a correct door and like a not correct door?
Why would he answer?
I don't know. I thought maybe.
I'm gonna say that is entirely a possibility.
Alright. The worst thing he could have told me was, no, Carly, you gotta go through the door. Alright, fine, I guess we'll shoot our shot.
And that basically is what he's saying. It's just gotta go through.
Yeah.
That is what he said. The worst thing he could have said is what he said, Carly.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you please just tell us how to win the campaign?
That's not what I
Nice.
asked. Can I do, I don't know, would that be like a perception to see if I can kind of use intuition or something to like tell which door is correct?
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Would that be
Is there any... Sorry.
would that be
Perception.
would that
Carly,
be
go ahead.
God damn it.
Damn it. Carly, go ahead. I'm muting.
would that be perception?
Yeah, just roll perception. I mean, I can't really think of anything else. You don't have any spells that could show you the way,
No.
right?
No.
Yeah, then just perception.
Alright. Alright, I got a 19.
Okay, that's pretty good. So what you do notice is one door that seems to be used more than the others.
Suddenly Skexus. I am going to kind of point that out to the group and say, like, I think we should go in that one, guys.
Well, I'm all for it.
As you say, my love.
Alright, I guess we all go in that one.
All right. So you go through that door. It's essentially a sliding door that cranks open. And as you go in there, it's once again very, very dark.
Can I use create bonfire to kind of see like what's in there?
Well, you don't really have to, because as soon as the door closes, the lights come on.
Oh, look at that.
I was gonna make a joke and be like, Vasira, what do your elf eyes see?
That too.
And as the lights come on, you begin to notice exactly what's going on in this room. You see a bunch of like skeletal robotic beings just doing essentially computer work around a bunch of capsules like the ones at the bottom of the room you were just in.
Okay.
It's the damn automatons trying to take over Super Earth.
No, pretty much.
But I'm out of me depth.
Did they pay us any mind when
Nope.
we go in?
Don't even notice you.
Alright. I don't really know what else to do here. Do we just keep walking, guys?
Do we want to?
I that's why I'm asking the group.
I mean, we entered the room, right?
Yeah, Benedict holds on to Estrid's hand and proceeds forward.
All right.
I mean, is there a way out of this room?
Well, you do see another side, but it's a long hallway.
Okay.
Act like we should be here. Just walk with confidence.
Do we talk like a robot?
No, we don't talk, period.
Let me just keep walking silently.
DM, quick question. Do we see any robots that look like the ones that we had fought up top?
No, not these ones look more well put together. So
Okay. So they look a bit newer, these ones do.
yeah. Well, they at least don't look as deformed and like run down. So
Okay.
but they definitely look like they've been around for a while.
Gotcha.
They don't
got a
have
little
a
feel.
They've never got a break.
as you walk down the hall, and you notice that they're all sort of just like ignoring you, you do, as you pass by, you hear one voice that says, "So I see you didn't heed my warning."
Did you all hear that?
We kind of took it more as an invitation.
No, it was definitely more of a warning.
Trying to sound confident. You're blowing it for everyone.
And you see just one rando sort of turn around and say, and basically look at you and say, "It is rather remarkable that you were able to find this place. But I should warn you, you should have never come here."
Well, you know, you mess with one of our friends, we kind of, especially one that still owes me debt, we kind of have to come after them.
You will probably not find what you are looking for here.
Okay, then point us in the correct direction and we will be out of your hair.
And why would I do that?
Because you
Just, like,
clearly don't
right
want us
there.
here.
That means that you know what our answer is. And like Visera just said, you clearly don't want us here. So you give us what we want, we'll give you what you want, and we'll leave.
I have no strong feelings of whether you are here or not. I am simply here to do what I wish to do.
Then why'd you give us a warning?
Because I thought you wanted to protect your friend.
We do, and that's why we came after her.
I told you, you shouldn't do that.
Then tell us the reason why not.
Because I would kill her.
Yeah, see, we just can't allow that. To
No.
be near that type of danger in the first place. And to be quite honest, I don't like being told what to do. I like the one telling people what to do. And I'm telling you to give her back.
Such a human reaction.
I'm not human, asshole. And he lets down his illusion for the first time of this campaign, and you see something that looks more demonic.
Wait, say that again?
Oh, he let down his illusion, so now you can see that he's actually a tiefling.
Oh,
He's not-
I didn't hear the tiefling
He,
part.
he looks more demonic. I didn't say
Yeah.
he was a tiefling.
Sorry, Josh.
He's
that's my bad.
He's a hexblood.
And Astrid kind of looks at him and says, "I missed that face."
Dastin gets a little nervous and actually takes a step away. Like, he did not see that coming.
Dastin, it's fine. You've known him all along. Just because he looks different doesn't mean anything.
And you see the machine sort of scan you up and down. And then turns around and goes back to work.
So why kill Penny if you worked so hard to get her back?
She gave me the information I needed.
So you just discard people like they're garbage?
Not like garbage. Just not useful anymore.
Yeah, see, I don't like that. I don't like bullies. Kind of an issue with them. And that sounds like a lunchbox type territory. Where somebody is like, I'm gonna steal your lunch, and then they're done, so then they kind of leave them alone.
You're laboring under the misapprehension that I have emotions.
Are you a robot?
I am a machine, yes.
Okay. Okay, listen, it's been a hot minute.
He said the room was full
But
of
I don't.
robots.
I thought
I
you were
don't-
hearing him on like a speaker.
And then he
He's
said a
not
robot
that
approaches.
robot, though. I don't think he's that robot. I think he could go into any of these robots.
That was my
Yep.
thought process.
Same here.
Yeah.
Yes, he can basically possess any of the other.
It's like a hive
Robot.
mind situation. That was my assumption.
I was focused more on just the one robot walking up to us.
No, it's the same voice that came to us at the library, and he's just like completely different.
Oh, you've encountered this guy. Yeah, remember, I wasn't with you all, so I'm like
Sure.
going,
Yeah.
Okay. This is this little fairy girl you're looking for, yeah?
Yeah.
Correct.
He has her.
What do you a machine need with a fae?
Research.
Oh, I'm like
Research.
not one bit.
Yeah, I don't like you testing my cousin races like that. That's not cool, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like research, but this is definitely a bad way of doing it.
That sounds incorrect.
Are you observing her? Do you have her in a dome somewhere?
Yes, I do.
Ah,
He has her in a fucking jar.
well,
That's rude. That's just
Alright.
rude.
I've had it.
do you need any fae?
I
Or is
need
it that particular fae you need?
anything.
Anything? Sir, I hate to tell you, but she's not a thing.
Does it have to be alive?
I'm afraid you are all things to me.
But you didn't answer my question. Does it have to be alive?
If for research purposes, yes, but once they've outlived their usefulness, then they are terminated.
Are you trying to become human?
That is entirely not your business.
I
Oh,
think
but
it
you
is now.
see, it is. These
I think he
people I
wants the
haven't
David
known
Machina.
very long, but I can tell you that I will defend them. And I need to know what you're doing with my little fae friend that I have yet to meet.
Can I do an insight check?
Sure.
I'm actually
Could
curious to see
I-
how well that would work.
Based off of what he's saying, does it relate to any?
I got a 5.
You're having a lot of trouble reading this guy.
Dice jail. All right.
Do you just pull out
D-
all your
DM.
D20s and then
Yes.
jail them one at a time if they fail you?
Yeah.
I'll wait.
That'll work.
I never noticed.
Listen, I don't know much about these robots, but I do know something about a system. And a tree has roots. And if he's not in this thing, then there must be wires or roots that take it back to where he is. That's how we'll find him.
DM.
Yes?
Can't. Based off of what he said, is it similar to anything that I have read in my books that I have that deal with the Daemon Machina in necromancy?
Not particularly in this case, no.
Around this case? Because I was thinking that basically his research could be similar to that type of machinery and
I mean, what you are seeing him building is not really spoken of.
not what he's building, based off of what he was saying to us.
I mean, there might be some correlation there.
Okay.
But once she's dead, does he get? I mean, is that what you're asking, Josh? If he's necromancy?
My question was more so, is what he's doing connected to Daemon Machinas? And based on, because the books that Benedict has and has read have dealt with the Daemon Machina as well as necromancy in general. And so my question is, based off of what Benedict read in his tomes and books that he's using, does what he is saying sound familiar to what Benedict could have read about the Daemon Machina?
I'd say vaguely yes.
So,
but it's not one to one. That's what I'll say.
I that's perfectly fine. Benedict's gonna take it as, this is too close for comfort, and he is going to look at this said robot and just go, I've heard all I needed to know, and look at the rest of the party and goes, I don't care how we do it. We're getting her out of here. What I'm done talking to this rust bucket. Let's find a way, find out where she is.
Insults. How human.
Again, not human.
So what do you
That's
do
what
now?
I don't understand. You keep saying like human, but you have a fae, and I'm not understanding. I mean, why would you keep saying human when you know you don't have a human in your little glass jar somewhere?
Because to him, every organic life form is technically a human, even though that's a very big generalization, my friend.
It's interesting that she understands.
You know, this place is very old.
I'm pretty good at understanding people.
What if this
I've kind of made a living out of it.
what if this entire environment, this whole like old civilization used to be one that was just humans?
Do you turn the humans into robots?
No.
It's worth a shot, man. Shooting my shit.
Are you
Like,
yourself?
Weirder things have happened in this campaign.
Have you yourself once been human?
No.
I'm
Bandit's
gonna
not
try
evil.
something. I'm gonna try something, and I have a feeling I'm not sure how well it would work, but DM.
Yeah.
Because now I am a pure level 8 cleric, I have access to this.
Okay.
I'm going to use one of my channel divinities, and I'm going to try and read the creature's mind, if it has one.
Okay. I can work with this.
It needs to make a wisdom saving throw of 13.
Doesn't have stats. Okay. Hang on. Let me... I guess I'll just roll a straight d20. That's an 11. Okay. So, you make it through, but you are not going to get the answer that you expected. Because what you see when you try to read this thing's mind is you see flashes of, like, dark creatures. You see you see like visions of the cursed, and basically you see like flashes of like different figures, one of whom is Madame Greyberry.
That gave me everything I needed to know. I know Esther doesn't know this. This is Carly asking. Did the creatures look like the creatures from the demon ex machina?
Asks Evan with Carly's voice.
Yeah, sorry.
No, they're the cursed. They're the creatures you've seen before. Yeah.
I was honestly just curious.
I was actually about to ask that
Sorry,
question.
Oh, you mean in the vision?
Yeah.
He's seen
Yeah.
these? Okay, not these. Okay.
They're not there. He just saw them. But it gives Daston a splitting headache what he sees.
And like while holding his head, just out of left field, Daston looks at the robot and asks, "What do you know about the Order of the Immaculate Corpse?"
I could ask you the same thing, Daston.
What the fuck?
Our names, because I'm assuming if you know him, you know ours.
I've been following you for months.
I'm sure you have, because you got Peony from our house, or from our friend's place. But I believe he asked you a question. What do you know about it?
Why should I answer that?
Get out of your hair easily enough after you answer that question.
Make a persuasion check, I guess.
Let's see if you can out logic a machine.
I am nomad. I am perfect.
I was just thinking he was a brain in a jar somewhere.
Too, Liam.
All right. So
Hi.
it looks at you. What was the question again? Sorry.
I believe he asked you a question. What do you know about the Immaculate Corpse? And then he said, why should I answer that? And then she said, because we'll get out of your hair as soon as you answer it.
Your logic is sound.
It typically is.
I will say this. What I know, I have been researching for several decades. And far longer than the Immaculate Corpse has even been studying. They are nothing more than greedy humans, looking for power. They see no true value in what I am looking for, because they are motivated by emotion.
But what? You're only motivated by science.
I suppose you could put it that way.
So, scientifically, what are you trying to gain from this?
Make another persuasion check.
DM, I just DM'd you.
Okay.
After technically lied, we're not out of his hair after he answered the question.
Well, yeah, but we're having a conversation. He doesn't know if we're gonna leave after we're done with the conversation.
I mean, you said we'd leave. You never specified a time.
Mm-hmm. And I got an 18.
All right. What I am after, Dustin Gilbertson squandered.
Wait, what? What did I squander?
No, Destin, it's okay. I think we got everything we need.
No. He directly is talking about me here.
And Astra looks at him like, dude, shut up, Dastin.
That is the last thing I will answer. Good day to you all.
Well, thank you. We'll be out of your hair right now. And they go to leave.
Bandic's been looking for a way to get to Peony this whole entire time.
I was gonna say this is not even.
Yeah, I have yet to get a word in about it, but Bandic has been, as soon as he said he was done with this rust bucket, he has been going through this entire room finding a way that would be the best possible route to get to Peony.
All right, make an investigation check.
Yeah, and Basira's looking around the room and checking out what's being built. She's
All right, you both can do that. Yeah.
Are they built in? I thought they were computating.
They're computating more would be more accurate
That's
to say.
what I
Yeah.
thought.
That's a dirty 20.
I guess I'm twinsing with everyone tonight.
She have to get a dirty 20.
I did.
All right, Benedict, because what you were looking for, I will say it is extremely difficult for you to be able to find, like, pathways or anything like that that'll help you figure out where to find Peony. But I will say that you do notice that these capsules are different sized.
Alright, so I start looking in the smaller ones.
You can certainly do that. Vasir, yeah?
I have primeval awareness. Can I? It says as an action you can expand one ranger spell.
Okay. Yeah,
never mind.
hold that thought, because I still need to answer Vasira's inquiry.
Okay.
Vasira, what were you looking for again?
Just kind of looking at what the robots are doing. Like, what exactly are they computing?
Well, it's clear that they are trying to keep this station together and keep it running properly. And the idea of just like trying to use these capsules as like almost power sources, but that's not entirely true what they're doing necessarily, but it's clear that they've sort of combined, like, created some sort of techno sorcery kind of concept here to keep this place running.
Artificery.
Pretty much, yeah.
Combining magic.
All right. Sorry. Go. Yeah. Aoife, what were you doing?
So I can sense whether a fae is within 1 mile of me, or yeah. Since this is not my favorite terrain. I'm sorry.
You
what?
got at least 2.
I'm sorry. What?
You got at least 2. Viscera is an elf, which has Fey ancestry, and so does the Hexblood, which is Benedict.
Hi.
Hi.
No, I know, but I could sense if she's within a mile.
We know. We were making a joke because you said within 1 mile, there's at least 2.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Does it work by you can look for a specific person?
No, it doesn't say that.
Okay. Well, if you want to use it, you can. And you said for 1 mile?
It says it's up to 1 mile.
Okay. It's up to you if you want to use it or not.
I mean, it's worth a go, right?
Sure.
It's worth a shot.
I was gonna say, I mean, if it doesn't limit how many you can find, then just because you sense Benedict and Viscera doesn't mean
it
you
says
won't
whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fays, fiends, or undead are within are present within 1 mile of me. So if it's 500 of them, it's 500 of them.
Okay. So you can't zero in on anyone.
Mm-mm.
All right. So are you going to use it or not?
Yeah, let me do it.
Okay. That sounded a lot more dismissive than I meant it to. I just meant...
Oh, okay.
Are you going to do it? Oh, gosh.
Okay. So you use it, and you can tell there's a lot of fae in the area.
Oh, so he's got more?
Yeah, it's not... I mean, it's not all fae that are in here, but there's a lot of them.
Can I see any celestials and anything else?
Yes. All pretty much everything on that list you can sense. So.
And are they in different places, or are they all sort of concentrating in one area?
They are all around within the 1 mile that you were seeing. You are at least sensing them in the vicinity of where those capsules are.
I think these capsules have something to do with holding fays and elementals and such things.
Oh my.
And there's more than one. I mean, I can sense you two, of course, but there seems to be a lot, and he's a mechanical thing, so I am so confused. Did I lose everyone?
Yeah. I'm like, I'm gonna let you guys handle this one right now. So.
Benedict is... Go ahead, Carla.
I wanted us to pretend to leave, and then we were gonna kind of look around, but Benedict kind of was like, "Nah, fam, I'm just gonna do it."
Yeah, no, I tried to say it earlier. I tried to say it earlier, but y'all were on a roll, so I just muted. Benedict straight up was just done talking to the dude and was just gonna go. Is just looking around.
Good information that we'll probably need later.
That's fair. I'm just saying, Benedict.
You got that information.
You guys got that information. Benedict's fucking pissed. And he didn't care about that. He's at this moment he feels as though basically him and all of his racial cousins are being attacked. He ain't happy.
No, that's fucking fair.
His friend is captured. This guy is being a racist a-hole, and Benedict is royally pissed.
You calling a robot a racist?
Yes,
We're
I am.
just better at hiding it.
Can anyone? Does anyone have message? Do you have the spell for like message where you can maybe talk to her
I
if
don't
she's
think
awake?
I
I
do
think
not.
Ian had that message. I'm sorry, that
Oh,
spell.
I do. Oh, I do. I do have a message.
Oh, cool. I knew one
While
of us
he-
had it, but I couldn't remember who.
While he's
I
doing
I
that,
have it
DM,
in the
can
other
we-
campaign.
DM, while he's doing that, can we see a way to open the capsules?
Make an investigation check.
Ooh, 18 plus 5, that's a 23.
They can open, but clearly not from where you are.
Okay.
And I try to send Peony a message.
Don't you have to know where she is?
As long as they are. Let's see.
But it's like 6 miles or something.
No. No. I have to point your finger towards a creature within range. So I could point it towards the capsules where they are within that area, and as long as she's within 120 feet of that, she could hear the message and reply.
I think you have to point it at him. So if
At
you
a
point it
But
creature
it is
within range.
mechanical. It is mechanical, so maybe if you point it towards the machine, it'll go throughout the whole machine.
That's fair.
try, but it says it's at a creature.
Oh, it's at
Creature.
a creature. Mm.
Yeah, point your finger towards a creature. That's why initially what I was having Benedict do is look through all these capsules and stuff and see if there was a familiar artificer, fairy, fae, yeah, in any of them.
I mean, that's up to you. What you want to do?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Is just Benedict is looking to see if Peony's in any of these.
Okay, so you're shooting message basically to any of them.
Well, no. Right now,
Can we see into the capsules would be a big question.
yeah.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Benedict is, I will say, because message is a cantrip, so I can do it as many times as I want.
Oh God. Strap in, folks. All right.
Away.
Benedict is going to go from capsule to capsule that's within the size of which Peony would be in, and that she would fit comfortably in, the smaller ones, and basically just within a whisper that and just within my mind, like I just whisper a message just under my breath with this, and just basically say, Peony, are you in there? Wait for like 5 seconds, see if she responds. If not, just go to the next one, and just like basically just like slowly walking through and basically make it look like he's just kind of just looking around and saying it is looking at these things, when in reality he's trying to pinpoint and see if Peony's in one of them.
Okay. Well. Yes.
No, I was going to say, now I know what I got confused. I thought it was sending. I was trying to remember, not
Yeah.
message.
Okay.
Never mind.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Well, I can tell you, every time you use message on one of these capsules, you get no response at all.
Okay. That's fine. It was worth a shot. I guess after that, Bandic, we'll just try to see if there's a different way out of this room than the way that we came in.
Okay. Well, I mean, like I said, on the other, this is a hallway, and there is a door on the other side from where you came in.
Yeah, like maybe she's in one of the other doors.
That's true.
So that's
We-
what that was my thinking, was that we were gonna leave, make him think we left, and then
But there were
open up
But
the
he's
door.
in
Party.
15. He would have known. He would have known that we weren't leaving if
fair.
he's in the machine.
Yeah.
Mhm. Dennick's done with his stuff, and he is then just going to walk out, I guess, and go try one of the other rooms.
All right. So you're going to another room?
He is. Anyone else may follow if they wish to do so.
I'll follow.
Yep, I am too.
All right. So you go through the hallway here, and you walk into the next room, and as the lights come on, you once again see a lot of robots, and this time it's even bigger with even hundreds of more capsules. And that's where we're going to leave it for tonight.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
You kind of cut out there a bit.
Where did you lose me?
When we entered the room.
Yeah.
Oh, you see like hundreds of more capsules with even more robots working on them.
Oh, dear God in heaven.
And that's where we're going to leave it tonight.
Ooh. That was so short.
Yeah, I know. I had a long day, though. So.
Yeah, makes sense.
That is completely understandable.
All right. But I
We
think
all had a long day.
that's where we're going to call it. We will try to be back in a couple weeks. We'll see what happens. But once again, I'd like to thank all my wonderful players for joining me tonight.
Oh, you're welcome.
Always.
And yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching, and we will see you all next time. Good night.
Bye.